Hi, I'm Doug Keck. This is an EWTN Bookmark Brief. Just had the pleasure of speaking with author Paula Umana about her book, 40 Gifts of Hope, Encouragement in Times of Sickness and Suffering, available through the EWTN Religious Catalog, EWTNRC.com, all things Catholic. So, Paula, give us an overview of this book.
Well, this book is the best present you can give to somebody that is dealing with illness and suffering. I was a professional tennis player, a very active person, and 7 years ago I got a neurological condition. I get all paralyzed, and when I was in the hospital, I realized the big need I had to have a resource to deal with all the suffering and the pain. And I decided to create this book for anybody or for the family members too. The book has 40 stories. They are very short on purpose. Every time I did a story, I spent 3 or 4 hours with each person, but then I tried to just get what is the idea, what is the resource, what is the exercise, what is the prayer that we can give to the sick and suffering to manage the day by day. So that's why it's a very simple book. And it's a book that it can be, you know, for a first grade kid that knows how to read, and you can read the stories and they are going to understand, or to my dad that is 92. Right. It is for everybody.
Now, is it also something, in a sense, for someone who is suffering to have, and also maybe people who are dealing with a person who's suffering, right?
Exactly.
Caretakers, etc.
Because you can give them ideas what to do every day, or you can read them the stories too. So I really, you know, will love you to have this book because you can use it as a resource. Right. The letters are big, the stories are short, the advice is very clear on every, you know, on every story, and everything is on purpose. When you're dealing with illness, you get angry, you are in pain, you don't have patience, or you are tired of everybody to tell you, oh, let me pray for you, and are you sure you're going to heaven? So you need to evangelize the person little by little to be sure they are getting enough help, you know, every day. At
the same time. But what's important, and I think what's great in your book, is that, though you mentioned that kind of thing, sometimes people give you, oh, I'll pray for you, I'll see you later. The people involved with your life, how much prayer is so important for the person suffering to be praying, and for those people who are supporting somebody who's suffering to pray, right?
Yes, definitely. It's very, very important. And we mentioned that through the book too, to try to use that resource. And also, you know, a little bit of how to deal with a person with an illness. You know, sometimes when we are ill, we manipulate a lot of things too, you know. So it's not easy, I know. You know, I have been going through that, being a person with an illness and being paraplegic. But my idea is to try to give as many resources as I can for anybody dealing with that, because sometimes we want to avoid suffering, but it's going to come sooner or later in our lives.
Absolutely. But this book gives hope. 40 Gifts of Hope, Paula Umana, the author, available through our EWTN Religious Catalog, EWTNRC.com, all things Catholic. Look for the entire interview. Coming soon on the network. It's also on demand and on our YouTube channel as well. I'm Doug Keck. This has been a Bookmark Brief. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.